Hey all, this is lesson 3, making scaled copies. Our learning target is I can draw a scaled copy of a figure using a given scale factor. But before you proceed, make sure that you have the paperwork that goes with it for lesson 3 and put that in your red notebook. So let's get started. The first part says which operations. You are given an original, which is 6 by 5, and on your thing, go ahead and label that 6 and label this 5. And you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it is asking you which drawing, Priya's drawing or Han's drawing, is the scaled copy. So if you look at Priya's drawing and you count it, it's 9 by 8. Well, when you multiply 6 to get 9, you would have to do 6 times 1.5 to get 9. But 5 times 1.5 would give you 7.5, so that would not work. So Priya's drawing is not correct. So go ahead and mark that one out. But then when you look at Han's drawing, if you count, it's 18 by 15. Well, what do I need to multiply 6 by to get 18? 6 times 3 is 18. 5 times 3 is 15. So therefore, Han's drawing is a scaled copy of the original drawing because it matches up perfectly for scale. So what does this mean? Scaling is a multiplicative process. Go ahead and write that word multiplicative in there. Scaling is a multiplicative process. And what that means is you are multiplying. To draw a scaled copy of a figure, we need to multiply all the lengths by the scale factor. So whenever you have that, so in that last problem, the times 3, you would multiply everything times 3. The scale factor would have been 3 in that particular problem. Adding or subtracting the same value will not create scaled copies. It has to be multiplication. You cannot add or subtract. It will not create scaled copies. Now, you might ask yourself, like, what about division? Division will work, but division, remember, division, if you're dividing by 2, you're multiplying by 1/2. So you could say the multiplicative, instead of dividing by 2, you could say the scale factor would be 1/2. Or same thing, if you're dividing by 3, making it smaller, dividing by 3 is the same thing as multiplying by 1/3. So the scale factor would be 1/3. So the scale factor is a multiplicative process. Okay? And you've got this A and B here. They are scale. They are drawn to scale. This one is 2. This one is 4. This one is 3. This one is 6. Everything here would be multiplied by 2. All right, so let's look at the example, making a scaled copy. Make a scaled copy of triangle ABC using a scale factor of 4. That means we're multiplying everything by 4. So we need to multiply this by 4, this by 4, and this by 4. Okay? The triangle's already drawn for you. You just have to put in the numbers. So I'm going to move myself over here. And you're going to do 2 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. So put in 8 here. 2 times 4 is 8. And then on the next one, 1 times 4. This one, 1. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 4 is 4. So you'll put 4 in right here. And then the last one, the 2.24. 2.24 times 4 is 8.96. So this one right here would be 8.96. Pause the video if you need to write those in. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions about scale and scale factor. Have a great day.